Good morning to our esteemed guests, faculty members, and friends. It is with a great pleasure I welcome you all to the VJIM's Business Conclave, our flagship annual event. This year's theme, Create, Innovate, Generate for Success, promises not only intellectual engagement but also an impactful experience that will equip you to thrive in your professional landscape. We are honored to have a distinguished panel of speakers, individuals who have carried their own unique paths through unwavering dedication and relentless innovation. They are not just a successful professionals, they are leaders, motivators, mentors, and most importantly, individuals who actively contribute to the betterment of society. Throughout this conclave, you will have invaluable opportunity to learn from their diverse experience, gain insights and inspiration from their success stories. Prepare to be challenged, to ask questions, and to actively engage in discussion and that ignite your own creative spark. I trust that this conclave will serve as a platform for enriching dialogue, meaningful connections, and the generation of ideas that will shape us for the future. Thank you once again for joining us. Now, I hand over to Master of Ceremony, Ms. Sindhu.
Thank you, Soundarya, for your welcome speech. It's a privilege to bring our guests on the dais. Now, I request Shushmita to bring our speaker, Mr. P. Ganesham, on the dais. I request Atiri to bring our speaker, Sri Rani Parchuri, on the dais. I request Satyashri to invite our guest, Mr. Srinivas Madhavan, on the dais. I request Chandana to bring our speaker, Mr. Shenmukarao, on the dais. I request Shushmita to introduce our speaker, Mr. P. Ganesham.
I'd like to introduce our esteemed guest, Brigadier Ganesham sir. Brigadier Ganesham's extensive military experience and commitment to our nation have shaped his understanding of creativity, problem solving, and social service. After retiring, he founded Palestojana, which bridges the gap between rural innovators and essential resources such as funds and support. His initiative, Chinnashod Yatra, showcases local innovations and fosters connections among innovators, scientists, volunteers, and villagers. Since 2011, 47 Yatra, with over 1,200 participants, have walked over 2,500 kilometers, interacting with people from over 750 villages. And this is done on a quarterly basis. Brigadier Ganesham's illustrious career includes involvement in Project Gulmohar and the development of the multi-role weapon platform Windy, securing the first ever patent for the Indian Army. Through his leadership of Palestojana, over 500 innovators and 2,000 traditional knowledge practices have been identified and documented, earning recognition from national and international governments. For his distinguished service, Brigadier Ganesham received the Vishish Seva Medal. His mission is to emphasize the importance of grassroots creativity for equitable growth and development. Thank you. And right now, I'd like to request Brigadier Ganesham sir to address the audience.
Good morning. Thank you very much for calling old man amongst the young people. All old people are not wise. Don't be surprised. I'm impressed by the subject and that create, innovate, generate, and for success. I was wondering, success of whom? Success of the innovator, success of the people, the beneficiaries of innovation, and success of what? Even I think it's important for you to have a clarification on that, clarity on that. And that makes a lot of sense because your focus is that. Suppose you take the success or beneficiaries should get the benefit for which you have worked hard. If there is a success, then don't lose the focus from focus from that. Then all efforts made by you will be really useful to society, and thereby you will be happier, name, fame, and money. But the focus you lose, somewhere you lose everything slowly, and the society loses. We have learned this. Okay, right. So, can I do this? Is it up and down? All right, let me see. Palle Sujana is the organization I come from. Palle means village and Sujana is creativity. We believe in that people have creativity in the villages. Though they come from humble backgrounds, they have creativity because we cannot deny that. We were walking in Araku Valley once in a Shodayatra, and one French journalist was walking with us. So suddenly we found a lot of heads, the sheep herd coming in front of us. He looked at them and he said, "Brigadier, they all look same to me." So I said, "No, they are not same, but I can't recognize them." He did not agree with me. He says, "You don't know anything, you are a brigadier. Let's talk to the shepherd." So shepherd came of some time at the end of the herd, and I translated the Frenchman's question to the shepherd. And shepherd smiled. When you smile when you are comfortable. And most of them are uncomfortable, that's why they're not smiling today. Come on, give smiles at least. So, and then he took a book from his Frenchman's hand and he showed the letters and said, "They all look same to me." So, my dear friends, their sheep look same to us and our letters look same to him. Who is brighter, who is better? Everybody is equal. You must learn to respect everyone because each one has their own strengths, inner strengths in them. Education may give some shape. In fact, Gandhi said education is ornament. So what important is the human element, his passion, his samvedana, his understanding of situation around, the determination to do something for society. Resources will come, but you should be prepared from inside to do something for society. And you are given, creativity is given to you. There are always some people ready to help you. All kinds of things are there. But what you should have, that nobody can give you. Nobody can create in you. You have to create yourself by your sanskar, your concern, your care to society, people around, and excitement to do something for society. So we believe in this, and we kept on moving around. In the Kurian said, you know who is Kurian? The Amul creator. He created a corporate in 60s, 70s, and 80s. And his corporate was one of the famous corporate, which included villagers and created a corporate. And it was a great success. Even now, I believe a great success. But with experience of that, the Korean said that the success of India, being a very diverse nation, it's a mix of traditional wisdom or the village wisdom plus modern technology, modern management practices. If that mix is forgotten, you will miss something. And that's what most of the corporates have, no traditional knowledge in them, no village knowledge in them. I think he said after experience and proving a point in the country that corporate can be made with villagers and village knowledge. Deliberate on it, I think something more will come up. If you want traditional wisdom, they don't come to us. Where knowledge has no legs, we have legs, we have to go to them. Then we started going into the villages and we But today's society, today education is such that you are alien to the villages. Even we were not told to go to villages. Though we came from villages, we had an advantage. But today, most of the education system keeps you away from the villages, away from the nature. It is made like that. I wish some changes are coming now. I hope more changes will come. So Palestina starts going into the villages and learns. Why I'm saying this is bring it to the innovation point slowly. The, we nurture the creativity in the villages, believing that a person in the margin need not have a marginal mind. Poor can have creativity. Poor can think about it. Villages are not sinks; they are sources. They are not consumers. They're not only consumers; they're providers. If you have this respect to them, you look at village, look at people, look at nature, totally different way, and you will be in a learning mode. That's the best way for you. All right. We do all this. We start scouting. See, why should unknown person share knowledge with you? How can you break unknown person to trust you and give the knowledge? So that's the challenge we have when we go. He doesn't know you, and he doesn't want to know you also most of the times. But still, we have to work hard to get the knowledge because Koreans' dream has to be fulfilled. We have to learn knowledge from them. So the first challenge is scouting the creative people, scouting the creative solutions they have developed for themselves. And there's so many. And then next is documentation. You know, documentation is something in the formal system is taken as granted because it is concurrent. First you make a project report, then you make a fund, getting funds, then deploy the people, get the observation, they analyze and submit the report. But it's not so in the grassroots innovations. They have no record, they have nothing. When we go and identify innovation and we want to document it, they have no answer to any question. And if we don't, they cannot be connected to the formal system. And formal system doesn't accept you without documentation, without engineering drawings, or blah, 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 answers to questions. Even we don't have formats to fill the village document, village knowledge. Have you ever come across any forms? How to record the knowledge? We don't even bother about it. No research is done to capture the knowledge. So luckily, National Innovation Foundation had forms, so we used those forms and documented. Of course, nurturing, other thing, a lot of things to do. And you will be surprised that in the last 18 years, Palais Sudhana, a voluntary organization, we don't take funds, we don't give funds. We could do so much with only volunteerism. We have 42 patents now, that's very low. 42 patents we have for the village people. My college here in Hyderabad doesn't have so many patents. And all volunteers identify the villages, knowledge, and then document it and apply for patents. We don't pay patent lawyers. I mean, that's a model is different, but then they have 13 President of India awards and about 7 international awards, 3 Padma Shris, and and one of them is for the guest of President of India and Rashtrapati Bhavan for 15 days, village innovator. And then, of course, he is what is that famous list, Forbes list. Out of 7 outstanding grassroots innovators in the world, one of them is a Telugu man. Are we not proud of them? That is the kind of significance these people have. And they have given a lot of TEDx lectures also. So there's so much you can see. Why I have showcased this is that only to impress upon you the significance of the knowledge available in the village, the significance of innovative ability available in the village. It is our own, coming free. We don't give them any money, no funding, nothing is done. Yet they're contributing society daily, regularly, every house, every village. Believe me. Okay. Grassroots innovations are 2 types. We talk about social entrepreneurship now. And that's again a vague word, but just have more clarity on this. One grassroots is that formal system works for grassroots problems. So you give with all your technology, what your accessibility, knowledge, you solve the problems. That is category 1. And second category is grassroots people solve grassroots problems in the grassroots area. That's the category 2. I've been talking so far about the category 2. Don't mix them, please, because grassroots innovations are made in a hut, category 2, and your innovations are made in a lab. There's tremendous difference. So keep them separately. separate category grassroots innovation. When you call inclusive, give them a separate category, then inclusiveness is true. Otherwise, inclusiveness becomes only superficial. Now, look at the left tap. When I was a child, we were taking water from Bavi. Like a Is Ragani was so happy that I got hand pump, I press it and I get water. But the version has not changed in the last 75 years, same 10 version. Whereas our phones, we get versions every month, I guess. This is sensitivity we have. Still the same thing is there. 1:1 and people stand in the line and have 2 inches opening, a waste of water. But look at the right side. Some girl, a small story happened, 1:7. 1:1 to 1:7. This is amazing. మీకు నచ్చితే దానికి సప్పలు కొట్టండి, నాకు కాదు. Innovation. I always demand, today I didn't demand because management students don't like demanding. Smiling and clap when something good happens around. If you don't, bad takes over. And to appreciate good, you should be leaders, not followers. వాడు కొడితే నేను కొడతాను కాదు, మంచిగా అనిపిస్తే కొట్టేయాలి చెప్పట్లు. సరే, appreciate good. అది చేయండి. So what happened, one girl in the school stood in the line for some time, recess, Lalita girl, and she got late for the class, didn't take the water, teacher punished her. She was humiliated. When she went home, she cried a lot. It happened in Jharkhand. And the parents asked, what's the problem? So she narrated the whole thing and they internalized her humiliation. They internalized the humiliation of their daughter. And it was burning in them. The class 4 employee, that man, a simple lady, was a mother. And after weekdays, they went to principal. They asked her, we want to do something to avoid such things happening to any child in the class, school. So principal was nice like you. He said, okay, go ahead. And that's what they made. And she's beauty is, I am an engineer, I think amazing. Movement chudagane, anybody can copy it. Do you need any drawings for this? Do you need any extra materials for this? But 1:1 to 1:7 come from samvedana. Samvedana is feeling others' pain the way they feel it. For innovation, you need samvedana. Okay, 1 point. Now here is got I don't have, videos don't run today for some technical problems. Put a cycle, on the cycle you put a thing and push a cycle, the power is automatically given by the wheel and spraying comes up. And as good as any other spray, no power required, self-contained, timely you can do and you can share it with others also. And the spray is in the rear. The sprayer given by scientists is spray in the front. The person walks into the spray. We don't worry about the safety of our annadatas. But this man, when they do it, automatically they take care of safety of animals and people because they want to survive. Innovation should make people survive, not kill them. So this came because of the safety and of course affordability. He can only afford this, a half acre, 2 acres, 3 acres, people cannot afford big ones. So from affordability it comes up. And also they do this follow, know the problem, feel the problem and solve the problem. And this is, if you skip one thing, then lots of other things happen, you can see. Now we have 1964-65, first chemicals came into the country and I was a school student that time. Since then, so much of chemicals are being given to the people, subsidy, production, what is increasing the geometrical progression, their consumption. But nobody made anything for the last mile dispensation. No design, no equipment given to them. I say Pheko, I say Karo, bas. It's left to the farmers, individual farmers to decide how to dispense, how much to dispense, where to dispense, so that optimal consumption is there. Nothing is there. Am I right? Or no? How did we miss all this? So one man, he made a backpack, put the fertilizer in that, small tube he made with the local available tubes. He pressed it, where he wants to put it, he identify location and quantity controls by pressing it. Okay, so location and quantity both have to be controlled, which he controls with this. He saved 35. If that much is saved for the nation, aren't we better? Suppose go to Mella go to now, get to go to. So the savings is enormous, not for the only farmer, for the nation, because wastage is not worth it. And that waste goes to the environment and spoils everything. But that small point, which has an enormous effect in terms of economy, sustainability, name it, people ignored it, insensitive. Who is the loser? In the school, we have taps at one line because principal calls the contractor and he says, yeah, tap banao. He makes it one line and goes away. Children are of various heights. Have you ever complained? So one girl complained, the principal made that multi-level taps. Sapatlu. Okay. Right. So what's happening is a girl walks to the, when she's thirsty, walks to the tap which is her level, comfortably drinks, and the way back she is grateful to the people who made it. And perhaps when she grows big, she will do the same thing to the next generation. When you take care of somebody unasked for, you teach samskaram. The samskaram is coming in the children when you unasked for. Observe the pains, do something about it. Before they shout at you, they call, they make a revolution about it. Description of the pain is it gives you problem definition. Mallesham, you must have heard. We are proud that we have scouted him. And Mallesham saw mother suffering, moves her hand 9,000 times, and there's a pain. She says, Mallesha, pain ustundra, and rolls cheppedi. So he saw that. So he said, let me do something for my mother. A 6th class dropout. What he said is, first step he says, what is the problem? My mother has a pain in the shoulder. So what to do? My mother should not move her hand. Somebody else moves the hand, she doesn't get pain. The problem definition is movement has to be done by somebody else, not mother's hand. This is what problem definition comes up. Then he went to search for such technology, appropriate technology, which mother can use and his father can buy. Affordability, appropriateness. Technology did not hold technology solve the problem. He saw the problem, defined the problem from the pain, then he searched for appropriate technology and affordable technology. This is what we have to give it to not only poor people, everybody. Can we give this? That's what exactly he did, and that's why we're talking about Himalaya. You have seen this bending and seeding. 1 acre, 5 people, 2 days. And whole day they bend, there's a problem. You try and see 6 hours, you bend and see what happens. And then they have to all the course at home. Then quality is not so good because they get tired. So Ashok, one boy intermediate, he made that last one, see the last, it just made a small rod, it puts in the ground and puts a seed from the top and bends it. There's a clip at the bottom which opens up. Seed drops, when she lifts it, mud covers it. There is no need to bend. One lady, 1 day, 1 acre. And no pain, no pain. The lady walks comfortable, they smile and have a happy dinner with the children, with her family. Isn't it worth it? But what is the cost of this? No budget. You can do with the used equipment, materials, and one seeder can save 2,500 rupees per acre. He pays 500 to a lady 1 day, but 5 people 2 days, he pays 3,000. 2,500 rupees is saved by one silly looking, innocent looking seeder. And look at the enormity. Suppose 1 lakh acres are there, 1 crore acres are there, how much money is saved and that will be used for the consumption, and therefore your demand increases, your employment increases, GDP increases. And what the investment, my dear friends? Zilch. Look at the enormity of advantages. Amazing. Hope you got it. Something. Now in the villages earlier we would have bullock carts. There used to village transporter we used to call it. People we have managed to get the bullocks out because we got tractors, blah blah blah, everything. I said, no, get the bullocks out. We got them out. What's the transporter for them? Tractor trailer is not transporter for a common man. We have not even thought of a tractor. We all go to villages and see, but we never find a village transporter. This boy made a trailer which is 6 by 4 by 3, 4-wheeler, and it doesn't have power. He says, what the power available in the village should be utilized. Look at the way he made it. Motorcycle, kinetic, auto, tractor, everything can take you around. And 1,000 kgs it can carry, and can carry anything in that. And hardly any maintenance. Now, నాట్లేయడానికి మొక్కలు నాటేయడానికి కూడా again వంగి చేయాలి. Look at this boy who made it. నిలబడి చేస్తే one man can do 10,000 plants with help of one more person. So easily, no technology, no power, nothing is required. But just imagine entire country మొక్కలు నాటేయడం దీంతో చేస్తే ఎంత బాగుంటుంది? బాగుంటుందా? నాకు ఎట్లా తెలుస్తుంది చప్పట్లు కొట్టకపోతే? 6.5 lakh villages in the country have no cranes. No cranes, and we don't even feel pinch of it. Everything is waited for the strong, able-bodied people to come into it. Now, someone in Parkal district, the Hanbukon district, he made a crane which is a green portion. Green portion is the cane. How is the video working? Nice, okay. So you can, right. And it carries 1,000 kgs for 15 feet. And is fitted to a tractor which is available in every village. Isn't it sufficient? And you'll be surprised to know the cost is 9,000 rupees. It doesn't cost a Statue of Liberty to give 6.5 lakh people, 6.5 villages, 9,000 rupees. Please, if you can donate a crane to each village. Employment వస్తుంది మనుషులకి and ఊళ్ళో వాళ్ళకి హాయిగా ఉంటుంది. That's what you have to see. When I say success, the word success, these are all the successes you look for. ఈ left లో ఉంది చూడండి, this is the one. You click the second and third one. So the left one is what scientists have given, where you are 3 feet straight and you do in the front and you walk into that. And whereas the second one is you put the whole spray behind you. That's all. He made the safety. He saw his father suffering and he saved the life. You know, Hyderabad, I was going to Shodayatra. Pakkana Polanlo, one farmer was sitting there and he was a little upset. So I said, Anna, ఏమైంది అంటే he cried. So I walked up to him, and when inquired, he tells, sir, about 10 days back, my son, 42 years old, was in need of money, so he sprayed whole day with using this scientist-given sprayer. And he got admitted in the hospital, and third day he died. Because he inhaled so much. Mask pettukunna gani you keep inhaling, can't avoid it. We go into the spray. Now, how can we be so insensitive to give something which is dangerous? Even 1% dangerous, we should not give it. But it passed by everybody also. And this one, and the third one, just click the third one, top, extreme one. Now, this makes 3 feet, that gives 300 feet, the last one. Vertical one? Yeah. Now, he put the whole thing on the bun, increase the output of that, and takes only pipe, and walks up the complete 2 acres or 3 acres, up 300 feet diameter, he keeps on moving. Imagine a game changer from 3 feet to 300 feet. We can't even think. Have you understood? Got it? ఇంతకుముందు వెనకబెట్టుకుంటే 16 times they have changed their, fill it again for 1 acre. Now it says no carrying and 300 feet. 3 feet we can talk 6 feet, 9 feet, 12 feet or 30 feet. We have the courage to think of 3 feet to 300 feet. They do because they're suffering. Weedicide is a big problem. Lot of, the kalupos anda kastanga untundi. Chandrasekhar made herbal weedicide where you put it with the sand and before the transplantation, the field looks like that, like a cemented field. No weed comes. Believe me, all herbal. What this liquid does, it destroys the seeds of weeds. Destroys the seeds of weeds. And thereby the nutrition to be taken by weeds is also given to the plant, and 20% growth is also seen. Of course, the spin-off. Such kind of innovations are available, which are useful to across the country, across the world. Handloom పేరు గానే కాలపని ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. They have to operate their legs almost 6,000 times a day, pressing pedals, lifting 25-35 kgs based on the type of loom. Imagine daily so much load coming onto the shoulder, on the knees, they'll stop working up sometime. At 45, most of the weavers don't work. This is the second biggest unorganized sector in the country after farming, and 72% are women using the looms out of 28 lakh looms we have. Yet we have no concern. This boy Shiva has made a. Look, sir, go back and on, put it on again. Yes. Yeah. So he made a small machine, electromechanical machine, which takes all the load. The weaver has to only use his toe to put it to press like this. The whole load is taken by the machine. He is happy. People 70 years old, women, called and all situated. And everybody can do it. 28 lakhs. And it's so affordable. 15,000, 30,000 is the cost, and that's all one-time cost. Since the machine is holding, the quality of sari is very good. That's a small things, but make so much sense. And this is the success for society. And samely in Pochampalli, marking is a big problem on the threads. Marking. Yeah. On the right side, somebody is marking with hand. మొత్తం డిజైన్ మార్కింగ్ చేయడం చాలా కష్టం అవుతుంది. కాంప్లికేట్ డిజైన్ అయితే చేయలేరు వాళ్ళు. So they do simple designs, get less money. Somebody made a Narendra from Pochampalli, he made a marking machine. And he used the help of all this IT people. So maku software ఇవ్వండి అడిగాడు. చేసుకున్నారు వాళ్ళు. But idea, everything is made by him. Credit goes to the collaborative students, right? కొబ్బరికాయలు బాగా నీళ్ళు తాగుతాం మనం, పడేస్తాం. గ్రీన్ కోకోనట్స్ క్లిక్ చేయండి, వస్తుందో క్లిక్ చేద్దాం. Somebody made a machine where you use that, you can make cocoa quick and fiber from that. 2 products will come out, just put them there. Machine made in Metpalli by Alladi Prabhakar. And this is Swachhata, name a thing itself, employment, Swachhata, everything comes up. You make more machines of that. And you think there is a market for these such machines or no? Is a market or not? There is so much, and there is no market. You give it to them, they all use it. And also employment besides Swachhata. So the entire grassroots innovations are based on emphasis on people, not on technology, not on money, not on patents. People. People's pains are observed, pains are addressed. At the end of it, they reduce the pain or remove the pain. Thereby happiness comes to the people. So whatever you do, ladies and gentlemen, you should bring happiness to the people by reducing their pains. Just move on. I think it's created by somebody, and see, his lake was like this, he made like this, Telangana innovator, Narsimha. And this was gifted by Narendra Modi ji on behalf of people of India to people of Kenya. Because Victoria Lake was having such problem. Telangana grassroots innovators gift had gone across the world, right? Okay, there's so many I have, but let me. There's so many beautiful creams which helps you, all proven. Mastitis. Poduku vyadiki manam antibiotics iste, the antibiotics are in the milk and all of us are drinking that milk. Today no milk in India is without antibiotics. They don't know how many they give, they keep on giving it, and the moment it is okay, it starts milking, but the withdrawal period of antibiotics is about 7 to 10 days to 15 days. Farmer doesn't know. They're all coming in. And we are giving children the pure milk. No, it is not pure milk. It is all antibiotics. And this man, Rajan Nag, made something, external application. And he has got a patent, international patent, Rashtrapati Award. Yet, veterinary people don't want to use it because it doesn't give him money. Pharma companies give money. So success, does it success? You provide antibiotics and say it's success? Rajanna is success. Okay. Right? So they have certain grassroots innovators are basically volunteers. They just see the problem, let me do something about it. I'll finish in 2-3 minutes. Okay. So they take the pain, a job on their own. Nobody mandates them, nobody gives them money, nobody gives the project report to them. Volunteers. Malaysia took a voluntarily at young age and reduced for the sake of my mother's pain should be reduced. That's all. All these people voluntarily they do it. 2, they got samvedana. They feel the pain. When the pain becomes intolerable, you want some action, something to be done. So that is second quality they have. And thirdly, value system. affordability, affordable excellence, more from less for many, appropriateness, local resources, local solutions, and interconnectedness. Nature is interconnected. Technology is not so much because soil ఉందంటే దానికి it needs men, it needs seeds, it needs air, it needs sun, it needs fire, it needs పురుగులు అన్నీ ఉంటేనే soil పనిచేస్తుంది. But if you look at only one particular point, other 9 things are ignored, it doesn't work in the nature. These people know interconnectedness as part of their life. They don't have to factor in by externally, they know it. So their solutions are that much better. Similarly, diversity. India has 126 agri-zones, my dear friends. And each agri-zone has hundreds of varieties. ఒక ఊళ్ళోనే 3 రకాల 4 రకాల మట్లు కనిపిస్తాయి మీకు. Nature is customized. You are part of nature, by the way. You are not exclusive of nature. And technology is standardized. Will the customized nature accept standardization? It doesn't. Don't we know the basic truth? But yet we try to force upon it by systems and subsidies and corporatization and whatnot. Think about it. Or what are we doing? Sustainability doesn't come by thinking about sustainability. Sustainability comes when you practice in your lifestyle. They practice a lifestyle for wonderful environment, everything they do. Okay? Unfortunately, I did the research in the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. We want money to achieve Sustainable Development Goals. They are achieving by default 4 sustainable development. Every grassroots innovation addresses this 4, or at least 1, if not all 4. They do it automatically. They are doing it. We have to want trillions of dollars to do it. Of course, so much of learning we can do. We do Shodha Yatra. We keep learning from unknown people, unknown context, unknown agenda, and we have been very, very benefited about it. Right. Okay, Gandhiji said this. He said, mass production is not correct. Production by masses helps us because decentralization, our diversity, interconnected reasons, but we didn't listen. Even now we go for centralized manufacture and spreading all over everything, and that's becoming costlier to life. So lastly, I have this slide where it says we must see the problems. You want to first point out create. You cannot create problems, observe the problems first. When you go around, you'll see this is good, this is good, this is good. Do you say they have pain here, they have pain here, they have pain here? We are not taught to see the pains around us. Unless you see the pains, pain means not physical pain. A time waste is a pain, effort waste is a pain, low productivity is a pain, everything uncomfortable is a pain. Learn to observe the pains. When you observe the pains come in front of you, say so much pain. Some action comes out of it, you want to do something about it. You may not be the right person. You ask your friend, your uncle, a baba, a teacher, somebody, make a group and solve the problem. That's what comes up. Create, observe, innovate. And solution comes up, then of course, disseminate it. Your work doesn't finish in only innovation. It finishes till it reaches the people. Otherwise, half done. Be serious about it. If you found a solution for some problem in society, if it doesn't reach them, what's the point you have made it? So many CSIR labs we have, they say, we have all the solutions, but they have not reached the people. He says, this is not our job. Do you agree? If you agree, well, it continues, right? Okay, change your style. Life is our responsibility, my dear friends. Life is our responsibility. So please see that your life is for environment, life is for sustainability, life is for other people. And again, observe, innovate, supply, reduce the pain, make society happiness around you. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Atidi to invite our guest, Rani Pachuri. Now let me introduce you all to Ms. Rani Pachuri. Rani Pachuri is the founder and CEO of Dream Techies Software Private Limited, which is specialized into core insurance software system for 15 plus years. She has 30 plus years of rich experience in technology and leadership roles, experience ranging into strategic planning, execution, product architecture and development, etc. She loves coding and she is still a hands-on developer till date. Rani is a computer science graduate from Loyola Academy, Hyderabad. She's a certified project management professional and Sun certified Java professional with a score of 95% in 1998. She's a winner of Indiewood Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award 2018. Now I invite over Ms. Rani to address the audience and inspire us.
Good morning, all. How are you all doing this morning? Okay, great, fantastic, wonderful. Hardly, just only okay and great only I could hear. So at this age, you all need to be fantastic, irrespective of what's around you all. Do you agree or not? Yeah. So the happiness is inside, not outside. Starting with that, when I was invited, hope I'm clear. Is my voice clear? Okay. And first of all, people say I don't need a mic. I would have swallowed a mic and then born. My voice is so loud at times. Okay, so I was asked to speak about my journey. Of course, all that I can do is only that. So I'm not an engineer, but I architected the most complex enterprise products. I am not a trained insurance expert, but I architected and built core insurance systems, which is one of the key domain sector from BFSI. I'm not a business graduate, but I had been running my company for the past 18 years. So they already said that I have 30 plus years of experience. So to cut my long story in short, I'll just brief you. So I lost my father at the age of 11, and I'm from a small village called Lakshmipuram, which is nearer to Machilipatnam, also called as Bandar, from Andhra Pradesh. And when I lost my father, people thought that I'm the third child. After one girl and a boy, I'm the third girl. Obviously, I'm an extra child, that too being a girl. So my education itself was at a stake. After my intermediate completion, my mother thought that, or she was influenced by people that why does girls need education? Let her get married. But to my luck, I was so determined. When my father was alive, he was working with EID Parry. It's a Gromor brand, agriculture side of it. So we were living very, very comfortable life, and suddenly a 360 turn of life. And my mother was just third class pass out. So that made me think and take the things very strong that, why that we stayed back in village, because that my mom is not educated. So the lifestyle has changed completely. So I thought that I must be educated. So I was doing hell lot of hard work in the sense, if there is an exam tomorrow, I hardly would take power nap of 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So once so happened that my uncle, my maternal uncle, came our home, and then everybody, we were at that time it was a very one bulb in the veranda. In a village, so next to our house, just in a furlong distance, there is a graveyard, and it's an open area. Nothing mattered to me. I was just sitting and then studying all through the night. He woke up twice in the night, and then he saw me not sleeping, and then I was studying. So he asked me, okay, what happened, Ma? Why are you not sleeping? No, Mamaya, rep tomorrow I have an exam. Let me, andike nen prepare avutunnanu. So he saw something in me, and then he felt, okay, this girl is not, that shouldn't be just get married and then get settled. And then he took me to Hyderabad. He brought me to Hyderabad. So he's the one given a right shift to my life. And he joined me into computer science. That was in the year 1809. So I'm so fortunate to see, you might have not even heard of the SIM or the processors, 80286. How many of you have heard of that? You are not from technology. So one sir has heard, great. 80286, 80386, Pentium systems, XT, and then later on now all that what you are seeing. So that's how my journey of computer science have started. And initially, and of course, the irony is that I studied in Telugu medium. I was hardly knowing a single sentence to speak in English those days. So I always used to find people who can speak only Telugu and then make friendship with them so that they translate things for me. So, but my college principal, he believed in my skills and he offered me a job in Loyola Academy. That's how I got into a teaching profession, which I respect the most and I give most of my credit till date is to the teaching. So one of the noble professions. So, and I also tell you why and where teaching has helped me. So that's how my journey has started as a faculty. And I studied every technology which came on my way on my own. It's all self-taught. I had never been to any institute, and you can imagine those days. Now you have internet, you have books, you have a lot of stuff. Directly the source code and ChatGPT, you don't need to use your brain only, right? So, but those days, just to learn a Java language, I had to have my dining table used to be filled up with the books of complete reference, and none of you are from technology side of it. So you heard of Java? Yes. You learned Java? Oh, okay, good. So complete reference, Java complete reference, this volume book. So that's, and a lot of things, and then some certification I did, studying on my own and all that. So till date, I'm very proud to say that right from logo, I'm not sure if you have heard of, there is Basic, Lotus, DBase, after that Fortran, COBOL, C, C++, Java, till date, the big data, and the ChatGPT, everything. I am up to date, hands-on, technology, expert, I can proudly say. I love coding, and I'm also proud to say, when you start climbing the ladder, people feel that, okay, I am into a manager, now I'm the CEO of a company, why do I need to code? I have staff to code. But whenever, there is a problem, there is a troubleshooting, there is an issue, then I would love to step in and then see a troubleshooting and then put dirty my hands there. So that's how that you keep updated. So why am I sharing this is like, in this world of knowledge era, it is very, very important to keep you updated, be a student throughout. Everybody says this. And it's not easy unless you really put your thought and your effort to it. You need to. So about 30 years back, entrepreneur bug has bit me at a very early age. I started my first business at the age of 21 with having my daughter on my lap in my living room. That was desktop publishing. So I left my teaching job and then I started DTP, that is designing of visiting cards and brochures. So that was into the designing side of it. And after that, I got into the training side of it. I opened the training institutes. I took a franchisee of CDAC Pace, and I taught all these technologies which I told you earlier. So that's how from the training, I went into a corporate job. I traveled to US through Intel Technologies. I lived there for a year and I've seen the world. I got an opportunity in 98 to visit US, to work in US. And maybe I'm too, I don't know, you believe it or not, but Deshabhakti chala ekku unnattundi. For some reason, I didn't want to leave India. I didn't want to. If it's all what matters is only the dollars, then today I proudly say I'm earning in dollars, sitting in India, not even stepping into or going out of India. And then I thought that you should get experience. It's okay, let them come in. You're not going to put arati to them, no? Why we should get disturbed? I mean to say that everybody is so eagerly looking at who is the one new guys coming in, all right? But so after my Intel, in a very few years I worked. As I said, most of my life, my career is as an entrepreneur. After working in Intel, then I thought that I was so inspired by Hotmail founder Sabir Bhatia. How many of you have heard of him? Hotmail, okay. So only the latest. How many have heard of Tesla CEO? Okay, so that's where, right? So you may be thinking that I'm taking you back to the older generation. Now you can guess my age though. So, because when I talk about Hotmail and all, it's nowhere right now, what I'm talking, right? So don't break your head, but I will reveal my age though. You might have already guessed. So I started after Intel, then I thought, I want to build a product of which I can proudly say made in India and must be architected by me. I wanted to be an architect of the core enterprise products. So I built core insurance products by starting the company Dream Techies Software in 2006. Why is Dream Techies? I'm a techie with a lot of dreams. And I promised to myself that I want to be a successful woman. I wanted to get educated. I wanted to do something back to my country. I wanted to create employment. I wanted, there's so many dreams, not just one or two. And even till date, I run on my dreams. And so because of that, I'm a techie with a lot of dreams. So I want people who worked in Dream Techies also with a lot of dreams. So that's why Dream Techies Software Private Limited. That's how my name of the company came in. So when we started, the success was not a cakewalk. It's been 18 years. The first 2 years was like I built a HR product. That's how, because I learned PeopleSoft also in between. I didn't mention about the technologies. PeopleSoft, SAP, all this I've learned on my own. So I had knowledge of PeopleSoft and I worked in Intel and PeopleSoft. I thought, okay, I have a HR knowledge and let me build it. Then what happened? I built the product. But marketing was the biggest deal. It's the biggest, toughest thing. So then we hired the high-end professionals, but now they go to the market and say, ma'am, looks like this feature is not there. This is not doing correctly. They wanted this changes in the software. A lot of inputs I was getting. I thought, okay, to be an entrepreneur, first of all, I need to understand how the market, how the sales is going to happen, how is the sales cycle, how to close the deal, how to do negotiations, and a lot of things involved in it. And if I am in a dark like this and whatever people say, if I have to sit and listen, then when am I going to take the right decisions? So they would say that if we say an X price, they'll say they are asking for 40% discount. Okay, then is it the right decision or not? So what I did, I started getting into marketing also. I felt like I should get into the sales of the product. That's how after HR product, that was an utter failure. Of course, let me also tell you, I had more failures compared to my success in my life, which I'm very proud of, which taught me, you believe it or not, that made me very, very, very strong person today. Now I'm not fearful about anything. We survived, the Dream Techies has survived 3 recessions, one in 2008, financial recession, and 2015-16, we work with an African continent Ebola was a major thing and we survived on COVID. You don't need to have, so if you have to overcome the biggest disease, as Swami Vivekananda said, the biggest disease for a human is the fear of failure, fear of losing, fear of missing out. That fear, if we can overcome, that fear, overcoming your fear comes only when you really face a failure. Trust me, if you fail a subject, be happy. You will become more studious. If you fail an interview, be happy, because that's going to teach you something. What success can teach you is not even 10% of what a failure can teach you in life. Failure makes you a more courageous and more sportive. Yes, I have to win, right? That winner attitude will come. And when you get a failure, don't be discouraged. That is a loser's attitude. Be a winner even in a failure. Okay, so that's how my journey of into Africa. That is, after the HR product has failed, I took up the insurance product. I was clueless about insurance. I went to a conference and asked that, can you build an insurance product? Because the market is in demand. Market needs an insurance product. That's how, as Sir said earlier, identify the pain areas. If there is a need, then pick up. That itself is an innovation. Yes, I have a technology and let me learn insurance. So I learned insurance on my own and I built the products, and I traveled to more than 20 countries with the marketing, and we implemented our products till date in more than 18 plus countries. And insurance is one of the most dry subject. And I never knew that I was entering into a dragon. So it's just not a small subject. It's so vast. You have a life insurance, you have general insurance, you have reinsurance, you have broker software, you have agent software. And today, we have built the products across all verticals of insurance. The entire insurance company will run on our system. That's what the product that we built. Okay. So this is my journey, and I tried to make it short, but it became a bit longer. But thank you, and I just wanted to take a small survey. How many of you wanted to become entrepreneurs? Wow, this is awesome number. You have to clap yourself because you are ready to take a risk. So, as an entrepreneur, the word of entrepreneur or a startup just came up only lately now. After 2010, we are hearing like a lot of startup culture. I want to do something. Are you planning to become your own boss? Let that not be your objective to start a company. I'm sorry to say that. Don't be, it's not, your objective is not just, I shouldn't be working for someone else. The objective is to, whatever you do, it should make a difference in the society. It should make difference to the mankind. It should make as even many examples I've given earlier, even now when I go to Africa and when I see my product being used, that gives me ultimate happiness. That we have a technology, we have knowledge, so which will ease their life. If they have to do the same thing manually, they are struggling so much. So we are able to address a pain area there. So entrepreneurship is very rosy. Many interviews when I interview people, so I would ask like, what do you want to become in life? They would look at me because I sit opposite, right? I want to become like you. So it sounds interesting to know that they want to become CEO. Good. CEO is a very rosy tag, okay? And it's not that rosy, all that. So you need to really, to stand on that, you need to work hard and have a objective. And one last advice, take care of your physical and mental health. These two are very, very important being youngsters. And my age is just 51. Okay. Now some murmuring started. So I'm just very young. What happened? All of you suddenly started. It's okay. I'm just 51, not 81 yet. Okay. So having some questions or what? Why suddenly a lot of noise started? So why am I saying this is that the energy you need to have. Unbelievable, huh? She's saying, oh, what is this here? I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. So, and you need to take care of your physical and mental health, which is very, very important. Keep this, your education, your skills, your attitude, everything on one side. But there is a great, I have a spiritual guru, and guru says, you may have 100 crores in your bank account. You know the richest currency in the world. What is the richest currency in the world? Dollars? Health, Kuwait. Sorry? Happiness, that's the richest currency. The richest currency in the world is the energy. It's an energy. You need to have energy to get up from the cot. You need to have energy to speak. You need to have energy to walk. Everything you do, you need energy. Yes or no? Right? If you don't have energy, how do you speak? How do you talk? How do you do anything? So, retain your energy. So for that, take care of your physical and mental health. Physical, you have so many things people say, go to gym and this and that and all that. But mental health, do meditation. This is my final advice to you as youngsters of India, okay? So take care of your mental health. At least 10 minutes a day, try to do meditation, and you see wherever you want to grow in life, you will definitely grow there. I still have a long way to go. I'm just only 51 now. I don't know how many years or decades that I just want to, but I hope and wish and my energy levels retain same with the grace of the Almighty. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Satyashri to introduce our speaker, Mr. Srinivas Madhavam, sir.
I would like to introduce Mr. Srinivas Madhavam as the founder and CEO of Express. Mr. Srinivas is a distinguished entrepreneur and a mechanical engineer hailing from Venkateshwara University. With an extensive professional tenure exceeding 15 years, he has garnered profound expertise in the domain of logistics and last-mile fulfillment. His unwavering dedication lies in establishing the cutting-edge platform seamlessly connects the brands and communities through the power of technology. Throughout his impactful career, Mr. Srinivas has consistently demonstrated his prowess by successfully launching and scaling the innovative initiatives that offer the other efficient solutions through the strategic utilization of advanced technologies. Commencing his professional journey at BJR Energy Systems, Mr. Srinivas held the role of a project engineer, wherein he contributed significantly to the execution of large-scale power projects and a meticulous design of material handling plants of a power generation capacities of 500 megawatts and above. In 2011, he ventured into the entrepreneurial sphere where he established V-Deliver, emerged as an India's pioneering point-to-point intra-city logistics startup. Subsequently, in the recognition of his remarkable leadership acumen, he was best owed the prestigious certificate of Fellow of the Startup Leadership Program in 2015. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Mr. Srinivas embodies a profound belief in poverty and elevation and remains committed to giving back to the society through his impactful social services. Moreover, he advocates for leveraging the technology and scientific advancements as a powerful catalyst for the personal growth and in contributing to the overall development. Sir, I request you to talk.
Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning. Good morning, everyone. Energy. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. Thank you. So I'm Srinivas, founder of Express. Let me start with a small story, which I went through in 2011. I'm a mechanical engineer. Post my graduation, I taught spoken English and Russell spoken English for 3-4 months. Post that, I joined this company called VJIM Energy Systems in Chennai, which is a large thermal power plant construction company. While working in Chennai, one day I was suffering with fever and I wanted someone to deliver some breakfast and medicine. And I've called every single restaurant around, and every single restaurant denied to deliver because they had their own terms and conditions saying you have to order at least for 1,000 rupees, or you have to be within 500 meters of my hotel. So they had multiple terms and conditions. So they did not deliver food to me. Because it was Chennai and I'm from Kadapa and I did not have any friends in Chennai, nobody could deliver any food to me. Similarly, I wanted some medicine for my fever, paracetamol or acrocin. But again, medical shops wanted prescription. They wanted, again, minimum order quantity. All this were there in place, and hence they could not deliver as well. So that's when I started VDeliver. VDeliver was an on-demand intracity point-to-point logistics company when there was no Swiggy, no Dunzo, no delivery companies. That's when I started a delivery company in 2011. 11 to 13, I was working in BGR. I was taking permission every day afternoon from my boss, going to the customer's place. I used to run Google ads then and talk to customers, validate if the problem was a really big problem. And after 2 years, I realized that it was a real big problem and everybody wanted things to be delivered to their home. That's when I quit my job and I started VDeliver full time. Also, in between, I was supposed to get married, and entrepreneurs, it was very, very difficult then and even today to get married if you're an entrepreneur. So I was working, I got married, and then I quit my job, started VDeliver full time, came back to Hyderabad because there were language barriers in Chennai. I was able to recruit people, but Hyderabad is one place where I thought I can connect well and started VDeliver here. For 5 years, I ran VDeliver. We fulfilled over 20 lakh orders here. Served from use cases where elder sister was cooking biryani for their younger sister. People were forgetting laptops. They were forgetting car keys. So all these use cases were covered by us. So we had around 35, 40 odd delivery guys running all across the city. Every time there was a delivery in a corporate park, so these guys were not allowed inside. They have to wait at the gate. During peak summers, peak rainy season, they were not allowed inside. Parcels were getting drenched. Similarly, every gated community had a problem. Once they are at the gate, few gated communities were allowing bikes inside, few gated communities were not allowing bikes inside. Internet connectivity issues. Delivery guys have to travel somewhere in the basement where there was no connectivity. And after all, doing all of this, finding the real flat inside a gated community was a nightmare for delivery guys. Similarly, in colleges, we had a problem where colleges like Vellore Institute of Technology, IIT Hyderabad, where it's a purely residential campus, students order something from Myntra and they are inside the classroom. Delivery boy keeps calling the student. Student cannot come out because he or she is inside the classroom. And again, delivery boys were suffering. That's when we pivoted from VDeliver to Express. So what we started doing was we started creating spaces across all these spaces, which is a corporate park. We were taking space inside DLF Cybercity, Raheja Mindspace, 30 odd tech parks we were there. And we also started taking space inside the gated communities, which are Malaysian Township. You name any large community, we are there inside the community now. We were there across colleges as well. We were there in IIT Madras. We were there in Vellore Institute, VIT. We were there at RVR College, Bangalore. So we were there across colleges as well. And then COVID hit. So students were taking online classes. Corporates were not coming to office. Then we started focusing only on gated communities. And that's when we started creating more spaces, more services to communities. And currently we have around 700 odd delivery boys doing around 1 million deliveries every month only in Hyderabad. That's a good number. So this is where we stand today. Now I would like to connect what Sir was mentioning, success for whom. So the success is not just for the one who is generating business, but for the one who is receiving the services as well. Now delivery boys are happy because they need not run hundreds of kilometers every single day. Customers are happy because they know that their parcel is somewhere inside their community or a corporate park. We are happy because we were able to save time and money for Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, delivery, all these guys. So if I have to weave back my journey, we have created something, we have generated, we have innovated, and then we have generated. But what is inherent is validation. What ma'am was speaking was also about validation. She built a HR product. The validation needed a lot of effort. Without validation, if you are going ahead, then things will fall back. So there is V in every phase. V is validation. Create, validate, innovate, validate, generate, validate, again recreate. So this cycle will give entrepreneurs quite of ideas, and then you can scale. How many people are on Twitter today? How many of you are on Twitter? At least the entrepreneurs who raised their hands. Go back to Kunal Shah's tweet yesterday. He has asked ChatGPT, what are the top 20 challenges for a founder in India? There are 20 challenges that he has listed down. After reading all those, if you still think that you can become an entrepreneur, you are welcome. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. Becoming your own boss is not easy. There is a famous joke. Uber driver says, I want to be my own boss, and hence I started driving. The customer says, turn right, and he had to turn right. So nobody can be your own boss. You have clients, you have customers, you have employees. On 1st or 5th of every month, you have to pay all your employees. So every month we process a payroll of around 2 crore rupees. Third night, fourth night, those are sleepless nights. If the customer is not paying or client is not paying us, no matter what, you are answerable to those 600, 700 people. You cannot be your own boss. So if you think that you can be your own boss by starting something, sorry, that is not the case. I'll be more than happy to take any questions with respect to entrepreneurship or anything. It is there. Okay. Cool. This is what my journey is, very brief. Started in 2011, all through 12 years. All my family are government employees. My grandfather was a judge. My father is an irrigation department engineer. My uncle is a lawyer. Nobody was in business. So it was very difficult for me to learn A, B, C of business and then do it. Way back, like ma'am was telling, 2010, 11, there was no word called startup or entrepreneurship. If you have to scale things, everything was, you will have to do it on your own. But at least now you have an ecosystem where entrepreneurs are ready to help you. There is something called T-Hub, which was built by government of Telangana. So a lot of startups come there, they validate their ideas, they talk to entrepreneurs there. So if anybody wants to start anything, probably I welcome you there. We can sit, we can discuss, and whatever help is required, we are always there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Chandana to introduce our speaker, Mr. Shanmugarao.
I would like to introduce Mr. Dharmana Shanmugarao. He is an initiative-taking and results-oriented professional with 15 plus years of experience in human resources industry. He is currently an Associate Vice President of Client Services at Hyosis. His prior experiences have a proven track record of success in various roles across diverse organizations including Nokia, Birla Sun Life Insurance, Kunis Online, etc. He possesses strong analytical skills, expertise in team building, and a deep understanding of market research principles. He is a business graduate from DRK Institute of Science and Technology, Hyderabad. Extensive experience across the full HR spectrum, including recruitment, talent management, performance management, employee relations, and training and development. Proven ability to build and inspire high-performing teams, fostering collaborations, and achieving shared goals. He is also an enthusiastic advocate for sports and social responsibility by being actively involved with the Work for Water NGO, demonstrating his commitment to giving back to the community. Road Safety Ambassador and Vice President of Council for Transforming India, in which he is dedicated to promoting safety and positive social change. He has also been recognized for outstanding contributions and received Sociowood Influencer Award 2023, facilitated by the government of Andhra Pradesh. Now, I would like to request Shanmugarao sir to address the audience.
Yeah, thank you, Chandana, for the wonderful introduction. So it's very tough to be last speaker. Am I audible? Am I audible? Okay. So, అందరికీ నమస్కారం. నమస్కారం. ఓకే. అందుకే చెప్పిన లాస్ట్ స్పీకర్ చాలా కష్టంగా ఉంటుంది. అండ్ thanks to fellow speakers for continuing that momentum. So it will be easy for me for next 30 minutes. So before entering into this campus, I used to have one regret. So that regret is that why I didn't get or why I didn't score good rank in ISET exam. Okay, so why? Because due to my ISET rank, I got seat in DRK, so which is your neighbor college. So I did my MBA in DRK. I used to stay in Bolaram,
and at regular I used to travel from Bolaram to DRK. So every day I used to see VNR board every day. So that regret I used to have before entering to this campus today. And thank you very much to the VJIM or VNR staff and faculty for providing me this opportunity to be speaker for today. It's a proud moment for me where I dreamt to be student and today I am a speaker over here. And thank you very much, Chandana, for opportunity and the entire team. So myself, Dharmana Shanmukha Rao. I am also a brilliant student like you. Yes, brilliant only, not a joke. 90% a student abba. Intermediate degree anni free. So I am a very brilliant student. So still I am pursuing my LLB in PRR Law College. So I'm a very brilliant student. Of course, I did my MBA from DRK. So in the year of 2013, so I passed out from MBA in the year of 2013. So in 2013, we started our own entity, so which is called Kunnus Groceries. So which is similar like a big basket concept only. So which we started in the year of 2013. So in the year of 2013, e-commerce is a infant stage. Is in infant stage. People are used upright to buy any products using e-commerce portals. So during that period only we started online grocery store. So it's going very well. We developed all our software and everything, and we procured all the products from the different distributors and all. But unfortunately or fortunately, so on 7th December 2013, I met with an road accident. So we used to stay at Bolaram, and our office is located at Boyenpalli. So I traveled this road, you know, right? Nijampet, Gokraj Rangaraj road. So on that day I was traveling by two-wheeler. So opposite one lorry came and hit me. So if you noticed or not, I am using a robo. So did anyone noticed? Okay, let me show you. So I am using my prosthetic limb since 2014. So when accident is happened, so it is in a morning hour around 8:30. So I was traveling by two-wheeler and lorry was hit. So my foot got crushed under tires. Okay, so what will happen? ఏమైతుంది అందరికి అయ్యేదే నాకు అవుతుంది ఏమి స్పెషల్ వాట్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్ యూ కెన్ స్పీక్ లౌడ్ ఈరోజు క్లాస్ ఏం లేదు కదా మాట్లాడచ్చు కదా ఏమైనా ఓకే సో సేమ్ థింగ్ హ్యాపెన్ టు మీ సో పీపుల్ ఇట్స్ ఇన్ అ మార్నింగ్ అవర్ ఆఫీస్ అవర్ సో హ్యూజ్ క్రౌడ్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ గ్యాదర్డ్ okay it's around 150 or 200 people has been gathered but no one is coming forward to support me. So will you believe it or not, one old lady, she used to sell flowers, full volleyball, then full base there. So one old lady came to me and she gave the cloth, whatever she was using for that flowers, she gave that cloth. With the help of that cloth, gayam edi untado, I closed that wound. And parallelly, one auto wala came to me and he supported me to reach first aid point, which is Remedy Hospital near to that particular area. So in entire this episode, major learning is that మన దగ్గర ఏమున్నా లేకపోయినా మన దగ్గర ఏముందో దానితోని ఎవరికైనా హెల్ప్ చేయవచ్చు అండ్ హెల్ప్ చేయాలి కూడా. We have to support others, whatever possibilities we have. Okay, for an example, Srini or Srinivas said, whenever you required any support, he is ready to guide you. So that is what the support he is providing to you people. So likewise, whatever possibilities are there, we have to support others. That is the major learning in that particular episode. And after that, I went to first aid point, which is remedy. And after that, for the surgery, I was shifted to the NIMS hospital. So during that journey, from remedy to NIMS hospital, there was my partner was there in the ambulance along with me. So he motivated, he supported, yes, multiple things we were discussing. Yes, point is that I was unconscious, so nothing has happened to me except that leg. So then we reached to the NIMS hospital and surgery is done. I undergone through 2 different surgeries and surgery is done. And after that discharge, I reached to home. Okay, now what happens? One more drama starts here. ఏమైతుంది ఏమైతుంది హాస్పిటల్ నుంచి ఇంటికి వెళ్ళినాక? ఫ్యామిలీ డ్రామా, ఇంకా ఇంకో పెద్ద డ్రామా ఉంటుంది. ఏమైతుంది? అరే బ్రెడ్ ఎగ్ అన్ని తెచ్చిస్తారు కదా, ఇస్తారా ఇయ్యారా? sympathy. So when we go to home after discharge, so our relatives, neighbors and everything will come to give the suggestions, free suggestions. Okay, so same thing happened to me. Multiple people came to our home and everyone gave very beautiful suggestions. Along with, of course, they bought bread, eggs, everything. Okay, so one of the best suggestion has hit me is that my leg got amputated. I am a below knee amputee. Okay, so leg got amputated. One of the best suggestion I received is that iska kaam ho gaya, idi pani ayipoyindi, inka deniki panikiradu, ee entire life he has to be on bed only. So that was the suggestion or statement which made me or which hit me a lot and which made me to bounce back to what I can achieve. So అందుకే యాక్సెప్ట్ ఆల్ సజెషన్స్. సో మీకు నచ్చితే వినండి, లేకపోతే వదిలేయండి. ఓకే, లిజన్ ఆల్ ద సజెషన్స్, నో ప్రాబ్లం. వింటే ఏం పోదు కదా. సో ఆల్వేస్ యాక్సెప్ట్ ది suggestions. So during that period, whatever suggestions comes, so that increasing negativity. So based on these suggestions, myself I am becoming negative. So then how I should get out of it, negativity, and I have to create myself positive. So then again, accident was happened on 7th December and I reported back to office on 26th January itself, to escape from all this negativity and to make myself positive. So when started working, so then that positive, I got positivity or I got confidence on me that yes, I can work and I can sit for the 6 hours or 8 hours and I can work for the entire day. I can do whatever I want. So that is how confidence has built in me, because always avoid that negativity and be positive. Think positive, be positive. So that is how I escaped from that negativity. So and one of the example is that, so comparison of positivity, what happens if we are negative or what happens if we are positive. For an example, if you are roaming with Talibans, what is going to be happen? You will become Taliban only. If you are roaming with sadhus, you will become sadhu only. So of course, negative aspects are there, positive aspects are there. As Swami Vivekananda quoted, so everything is in your hand. Whether you are going in a right path or positive path, whether you are choosing a negative path, that is in your hand. So be clear to whom you are meeting, to whom you are speaking, who all are your friends are there. Okay, so be clear on that. This is one of the aspect where it will lead you to meet the success. So then, after that, I went to a rehabilitation center where this limbs, artificial limbs installation, everything happens. So there I seen many people where they are creating wonders. They are getting gold medals for the country. They are participating in the world level championship. Then I realized that this is not the real world. There is something different world for me. So then I started cycling and running in a professional way. Till now, I participated in 88 marathons. And covered more than 8,000 kilometers in cycling. So as part of that, I did cycling ride from Bangalore to Hyderabad also. And then, so then after that, all these things are happening. And then question might come already, Rani Gar already covered. Why I am doing cycling and running? Major intention is that to make myself fit. That's it. That is the only reason I do participate in the marathons. I do cycling. So as Rani suggested, please focus on your physical health also. At least do participate in some games. Do participate in the games, play some games. Okay? But don't play playing cards. Okay? Of course, it's a game, but not a physical activity. So please, I suggested playing game, so I am playing game. Don't do. Okay? So playing game is not a physical activity. So except that you participate in, it's not, you will not understand because you are young, so you will not understand. But whatever has been suggested by Rani, of course, along with the mental health, which is currently at this moment very challenging one. So please focus on your physical health and as well as mental health also. So then, so one fine day, all our family members are sitting together. So then we gone back to the 2013 and 2014. So we personally seen after this accident how we suffered, both financially, mentally as well as physically also. So we thought, yes, whatever is happened to our family, it's fine, but it should not happen to other families also. Then we decided to start create awareness on the road safety. So as part of that, I covered 9 districts in North Telangana, which is 700 kilometers of cycle yatra I did to create road safety awareness sessions or road safety. And as well as wherever I go, I participate in multiple events and seminars and all. Wherever I go, I used to promote road safety because I know, even you people also know, you will have or you have one incident, road accident incident in your family or relatives. But we, as a family, we always pray no family should suffer loss with road safety or road accidents. And as part of that, I did multiple awareness sessions. Of course, I received Karamveer Chakra award also. And other multiple awards which I am holding already has been covered in introduction. Now, as part of the policy making, I am the co-founder of Council for Transforming India. as part of the policy making. So whatever we are doing, it's fine. So it are the basic things which we are creating the road safety awareness and all. So how many of you holding driving license? Oh, very good. So are you holding now at this moment in your purse? So can you turn your driving license? Any one reference, fine, one or two. ఒక్కలైనా ఉందా? ఓకే ఓకే చూడండి. ఓకే ఓకే. ఎన్ని రోజులైందో డ్రైవింగ్ లైసెన్స్ తీసి బా. అందులో బ్లడ్ గ్రూప్, ఇస్ దేర్ అ బ్లడ్ గ్రూప్ ఆప్షన్? హౌ మెనీ ఆర్ బ్లాంక్ నౌ? Blank. Everyone is blank. Everyone except Tamil Nadu. Except Tamil Nadu, other states blank. Why? ఎందుకంటే మనము ఫిల్ చేయలేదు కదా. ఎందుకు ఫిల్ చేయలేదు? మ్యాండేటరీ లేదు కాబట్టి. అదే సినిమా టికెట్ బుక్ చేసినప్పుడు మ్యాండేటరీ ఉంటే ఫీమేల్ ఏజ్ అబ్బా మొత్తం చెత్తంతా రాస్తాం అక్కడ. కానీ ఇక్కడ డ్రైవింగ్ లైసెన్స్ ఎందుకు రాయలే మనం? మ్యాండేటరీ లేదు కాబట్టి. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ద ఇగ్నోరెన్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఫర్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్ అండ్ ఫర్ అవర్ ఫ్యామిలీ. Just think about it. So as part of that, so we are submitting lots of, we submitted lots of request documents to the central government, state the government also. I know it's part of Light Motor Vehicle Act. It will take much time, or there are lots of amendments are required, as you know. But still we are fighting for that as part of the Council for Transforming India. We are trying to make that blood group as a mandatory field in driving license. So that is what we are trying to do. Why? Because if it is a mandatory, so maximum accident deaths are happening due to lack of in-time blood supply. So blood loss is more. So everyone, whoever is driving, they for sure they are carrying the driving license. So if blood group is mandatory there, so if you are updated blood group, so immediately whoever is neighbor to you, so they can support you by in-time blood supply, because it will take minimum 6 to 12 hours to find out the what is your exact blood group. So please, mandatory lekapayina adaina kaakapoyina, next time whenever you are applying for the renewal or new driving license, so please update your blood group, where it saves you as well as your dependents also. Yeah. ID card, yeah. So yeah, yes, ID card, but because yeah, I will, yeah, very good. And next, coming back to the professional thing. So it's very happy to be here today with success entrepreneurs here, because I was failed. I am failed entrepreneur. I am failed. In 2013, when accident has happened, after 2 years, we run 2 years that business. After that, we on find a board has been taken a decision that we will stop this business or wind this business, because samudram todukunta pota cheruvu aitundi. So that's why finally we taken decision we will stop that business. So then I came into the employment, and of course happy to be share that one of your professor also is my colleague. Proud to say. Madam, మీ పేరు నిహారిక గారు. Just నాకు ఇప్పుడే తెలిసింది. So she also worked for with our organization for the some assignment. So recently I completed 6 years of journey with UCs. So currently I am working as an associate vice president. So we are completely. How many of you strongly believe is that HR means recruitment? Recruitment chair HRs. రిక్రూట్మెంట్ చేస్తారు. సో ఇట్స్ ఓన్లీ వన్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది హెచ్ఆర్. సో డోంట్ బిలీవ్, మైండ్ నుంచి తీసేయండికి హెచ్ఆర్ అంటే రిక్రూట్మెంటే కాదు. ఓకే, సో దేర్ ఆర్ అదర్ థింగ్స్ which we will discuss later also in the question and answers part. So I am into payroll. So I am leading my team. So we are completely into payroll. So we take care about since from employee onboarding till employee exit. So in between whatever happens, so employee onboarding, collection of employee onboarding documents, providing the benefits like health coverage, life coverage, and whether they are enrolled for the Social Security Provident Fund or if they are falling under ESI, and providing them a proper salary structure to, of course, to reduce the tax liability. So we do calculate the tax calculations also by using our in-house developed HRS tool. So, and of course, providing the salary on last working day of the month. So as a UCs, we always believe and we process salaries on last working day of the month to the all our employees. So I am completely into payroll. Of course, when we are dealing with the salary structure, health coverage, life coverage, of course, every day is challenging in operations. We fall under operations vertical. So operations is everyday challenge because every time, every mail is escalation to us if we are failing to deliver or if we are failing to address the queries. So when it comes to the finding the right talent at right place at right time is very difficult. Okay, now we are in artificial intelligence era, right? We are human beings always fascinate towards technology. So we are into artificial intelligence era. So in recruitment or HR vertical, I strongly believe it that human touch is required. So whenever you are becoming HR director of some XYZ company, so please consider that human touch. Why? Because I am the best example for you. So artificial intelligence, of course, there are other things. Last month I was there at PS University as a panelist. So we are discussing on the artificial intelligence and all. So to some extent, artificial intelligence is going to be help you for a resume screening and all. But when it comes to human touch, so no technology is going to support because human brain only can understand that human touch. For an example, if my profile has been scrutinized or selected or what I am screened by artificial intelligence, definitely I will not get the job. That is for sure. Because my profile is not suitable or not particular about what I am doing today. So our MD always, last year he was also a speaker in this college. So our MD has that human touch where he selected me despite of this disability. So always I believe that it's not a disability, it's a ability to do something else. So that is how I am doing best as a professional, as a in person also, whatever I am doing for the society. Yes, I am doing my best for the society and betterment for the society. And of course, you people also do something for the society already, as other speakers covered. Whenever you required any suggestions, you can reach out to them and be focused on your health and mental health as well as physical health as well as, yes, be happy always. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time awaited for open questions. Requesting the coordinates to pass the mic.
My question is to Brigadier P. Ganesham, sir. Jain, sir. Sir, coming from an army background myself, as an army kid, I've seen after the retirement of my father, the life is completely different once we enter the civilian life. So, as an army kid myself, it is like kind of tough initially. So, for you, like having served as a brigadier, and when you retired and came outside the army life, how was your experience? Like, how was the change, and were there any challenges that you faced? And if yes, how did you handle them? Only to understand, as I have got selected into another company. So, from an army kid, like, how do I go there, and how do I adapt myself quickly to a different environment?
Thank you, but it's going to take whole day.
It's the toughest question for all the army people.
Right. But please sit down. Thank you for asking firstly. I always say that I have one but two lives. The one life is what army for 60 years. Then last 15 years, now I'm 75. Last 15 years I lived different life. At the time of retirement, I made 3 decisions. Deliberately, it's not a hunch. That I should make myself zero at the age of 60 and start learning again, like a KG student. Therefore, my second life started. The second decision was not to earn at all, live in pension. Now, I didn't know the power of this decision when I made it, but today when I look back, my dear friends, it makes me work every minute for others. And the best mantra for success or health, not success, best mantra for health is work for others. I'm 75, I don't do meditation. Meditation, I feel, is selfish activity. That's why I'm a little crunchy mind, So work for others, your health is all right, you have a peace, and you get a lot of blessings which you are not aware of. Amazing blessings. Environmental energies comes to you. So I've been, the last 16 years, this is what made me do the 2 decisions. Third decision was, let's do voluntarily and no organization, no funds, no resources, no roles, no objectives, no vision, and therefore no failures, only success. This is exactly Palais Sujana started 2005 when I retired from army. And we have, now the question he asked is, why have you switched over from army to the Jai Jawan to Jai Kisan, right? Huh?
No, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in army, we worked in Kashmir, we worked in Kargil, so many places in army we work. Nature is customized, different, nature is different, but weapon technology is constant. You can't change, it doesn't change because you're in the snow or in the jungle or in the desert. But how can you make that weapon effective is only the person can do it, who is handling the weapon. So he has to make that weapon effective for that particular scenario, that particular weather, by his innovation. And if it doesn't do it, we lose the mission, we lose the battle, we lose the war. And this, each Jawan who is holding a weapon, who is running a tank, who is firing a gun, what they do is they, in the particular situation where they are in, if the teachings have not helped them, they innovate to win the battle because there's patriotism in them, there is a passion in them to do something for the nation. This I observed over a period of my 35 years of journey in Indian Army, Great Indian Army. So, over a period of time, I came to a conclusion that an organization lives on people below. Yeah, someone? Yeah, the organization lives on people below. In fact, I can coin a jargon that generals plan the war, soldiers win the war. That's a kind of a conclusion I came to. And then I was thinking, is it possible? Then we did a lot of things in the army to prove this fact. We got the Javans from all over the country, the brilliant innovators, and got them made a vehicle known as Windy, multi-weapon platform, which is not available in the world but required by Indian Army. All done by not engineers, but the Javans. We trusted their innovative ability and the passion. Qualification is not required. Then a lot of other things we have did. In fact, that vehicle was put on the Republic Day parade by George Fernandez, who was the minister. He said, if it is made by my Indian Army, it will walk on the Republic Day parade. So I had a question, is it true outside? Is it true in a private system organization? Is it true in a government organization? Is it true in the outside society? This was a question I had, because army is a different connotation totally. So I was introduced to Anand Mahendra after Republic Day parade. He called up one day, gave us a dinner, and he said, Brigadier, you should be member of National Innovation Foundation, where the governing council is there. I'm a member, I'm recommending you as a guest. So I was part of that, and there I saw that they're exactly believing what I believed it. They believed that the grassroots creativity exists in the society. It is there ages. You know, individual excellences are the one which brought India to the highest GDP in the world. Today, institutional excellences have come up, individual excellences have vanished. Earlier, individual excellence have been promoted by Rajas, Zamindars, all the people who have had. They took the responsibility of promoting the people wherever they are. No caste, no gender, no region. And that's where we came up. Whereas now institutional excellence, what's happening is the right people are not reaching institutions, may not reach. And those who are there may not be the best ones. So as a nation, we lost our excellence. That's why GDP came down. Deliberate on this. This is how I feel it. So the NIF, National Innovation Foundation, they said, no, we must, re-emergence of individual excellence is the only way when we believe that people in the villages are sources and not sinks. And then they said, let's collect them. So voluntary organizations across the country were collecting it. So in the process of a couple of meetings, I found that there's nobody from Telugu state, that time undivided Andhra Pradesh. Asked why? Telugu వాళ్ళకి తెలియలేదని అడిగాను. So ఆయన ఏమన్నారంటే Gupta garu, we have no voluntary organization in Andhra Pradesh to go to the villages, identify scout the innovations and report them to us. Then we can do something about it. So July 22nd, 2005, I retired on 31st October 2005, 20th November 2005, we formed Palle Sujana. So I came. Now my second journey started with all the 3 decisions which I told you. And believe me, my dear friends, I walked 10,000 kilometers. I don't know how many villages we walk. We walk. And all in the last 18 years. Then the learnings are so much that my first 60 years learning is very, very small in front of what I learned in the journey of 18 years. Amazing value systems. Non-materialistic words like kindness, affection, admiration, karuna, prema, ఆతిథ్యము ఎన్నో ఇవే ఉన్నాయి వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నేచర్ కన్సర్న్ అన్ని కొత్త పదాలు నేర్చుకున్నాడు మనకి ఇక్కడ కాలేజీలో చెప్పరు సొసైటీలో కూడా చెప్పరు అండ్ దట్స్ ద వన్ మేక్స్ యూ హ్యూమన్ we all play roles. I think my speakers have said this human touch. We should not play roles, we play humans. Human has a role in it, but role may not have a human in it. If you do that, the world becomes beautiful and you have a wonderful life satisfaction. That's enough briefly for your question. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Jai Hind, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I thank all the guest speakers for giving us such valuable insights. My question is to Rani, ma'am. Finance has to play an important role in an organization. So how are you able to manage it? What were the challenges in the management and how you convince the venture capitalists and investors to invest in your business?
Okay, so the most expected question from an MBA graduates and the future startup entrepreneurs. Actually, 18 years, our company is bootstrapped. I'd completely bootstrapped and seen the ups and downs throughout in finance. And finance management is basically, please sit down, ma. Okay, yeah, thank you.
So finance management is basically how we managed, building the product itself is very, the finance consumption high, right? So the way how we built the product is, any product is first built the prototype, or we say it's a wireframe. And the development happened after signing the contract with the client. So every product we built after we have a client in hand, that's the best decision we have taken in the organization. And at the same time, when the financial crisis came in, as I said, like three, recessions we survived. Many times as an entrepreneur, the biggest challenge, as even Mr. Srinivas also said, the payout date is a sleepless nights, right? And the salary need to be paid. So we feel that it's a CEO, but I played the role right from the office boy to the CEO, every role I played in organization. So, so managing our finances, at least having a buffer, even during the tough times, at least have the finances for 6 months to 1 year. Okay. And no, don't try to burn. When you seek investments, it's like you burn the cash and then grow. But being a bootstrapped, with our basic nature is like just spend where it is required to spend. Don't go for a fancy kind of a promotions and fancy kind of. So the best revenue, best investment for any organization is our own revenues. Nothing can beat it, right? Our client money is the biggest asset for us. So we maintain that all through the years, even though, so when there are funds, we try to spend only in the product development and enhancements. And also, as I said right from the beginning, I also believed in learning, and I wanted to, give the credit. I just mentioned one statement, like I give the credit to the being a trainer or being from the teaching field, that helped me to learn insurance and also to teach to the people. Okay, so every skill what we acquire in our journey, nothing will go waste. Even today, if I open a notepad, I learn something new, at least one shortcut, right? So that's how keeping track of the finances during the tough times that we could overcome. And we never went for investors because there is one feeling that, having so many dreams, that I don't want to be, driven by the pressure of someone else, like, maybe my objective may get diluted. Maybe that is one concern that I had, but that's how we managed. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, my question is for Srinivas sir. Sir, as we know that we have a huge infrastructure like dedicated freight corridors in our country, what do you think should be the contribution of government or private entities to reach the last mile?
Basically, government has already taken multiple steps to, ease the last mile. EVs is one. So a lot of pollution with the diesel engine or the mini trucks that you see. So everything is getting converted into EVs now, right from motorbikes to mini trucks. So which will further impact or better the pollution levels. Second thing is, the other way around, logistics is creating a lot of havoc inside cities. So what we should do over a period of time is to put down all the last mile deliveries somewhere in between 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the morning. Before the traffic hits the road, we can still go ahead and deliver. So for that, what we are doing is we are building a smart parcel locker network. So the problem is, if I deliver a parcel to you at 4 o'clock in the morning, the main concern is that you might lose it. Somebody might come and pick the parcel up. So what we are trying to do is we build this parcel locker so that all the parcels get into the high density pockets before the traffic hits the road. So we are working with government of Telangana as well. From the government side, yeah, like I said, EVs is the most important thing because India is still one of the highest country to get a lot of carbon emissions per delivery, which is around 256 grams. Whereas in US it is hardly 30-40 grams per delivery. So in India, the emissions are 256 grams per delivery. So government of India, government of Telangana, a lot of other governments are working there. That's what is happening currently.
Good afternoon, everyone. My question is to Ganesham, sir. Thank you for your inspiring speech, sir. And, can you share one experience which makes you believe that the younger generation will certainly take things forward?
All right. You want, please sit down. You want a modern child like you or some gaonwala? So there is I was walking in a Visakhapatnam area, Araku Valley. So very interesting, the boy, the way he said it. We spent half a day in the village. So I looked my gray hair and somebody came, a young father about 35 years. They said, my son doesn't go to school. Would you please advise him? Most difficult task. So I took the boy after some time and walked for a few minutes. Then I asked him the question. He looked at me. You too? He was so surprised that even I'm from outside talking to him. But he prepared to answer the question. He says, sir, I don't go to school because my teacher knows less than me. Chappal Gotandi. He was honest. And believe me, my dear friend, this observation is not there in any of the reports made by the country and experts where teachers' incompetency is not counted upon. Now, if role models are not role models, how do the students learn? Now, this is one. There's one more boy who was 7th class in Guntur district. His father was, he had a poultry farm. So every day morning, father used to pick up the eggs and put in the tray and send it off. So this boy saw regularly, and one day he asked, Dad, how does the customer know that the egg has come to the world on so-and-so date? Why should you know the date? Because of shelf life. Do you know egg has a shelf life? How many of you know that egg has a shelf life? Please raise hands. So others don't know at all. Very good. What you eat, you don't know. Any biomatter has shelf life. మా చిన్నప్పుడు ఏమైందంటే పక్కన గిన్నెలో నీళ్ళు పెట్టేవాళ్ళు. సో మేము ఎగ్ తీసుకొని నీళ్ళలో వేసేవాళ్ళం. తేలితే షెల్ఫ్ లైఫ్ ఉంది, మునిగితే పోయింది. ఇప్పుడు అట్లా సీల్ చేసిస్తారు మాల్స్లో. అండ్ వీ డోంట్ నో అండ్ వీ ఈట్ దెమ్. సో దిస్ బాయ్ ఆస్క్డ్ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్ టు డాడ్, ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది కస్టమర్కి మీద ఎలా ఇక్కడ మార్కింగ్ లేదు కదా అంటే, అలాగే ఉందిరా, మాకు ఇలాగే చేస్తాం, నోబడీ హస్ టోల్డ్ us. And that man was coolly gone off. But this child kept on thinking. And he said, later he came with a small innovation, and it was bugging him. The problem was bugging him. It was none of his problem. Nobody asked him to do, no test for him, no prizes for him. Voluntarily he thought over. After a few days, he tells Dad, make a rubber stamp sort of thing here. Keep putting everyday date. When you take egg, put like this. Today is 9th February, 9/2. Put it like that. And every day you can change the date. And the father started doing it. We reported this to National Innovation Foundation, and the boy got President of India award. So there are so many examples. There's one girl, now is, I think after, what she did is a middle class girl. She's our volunteer. And everything what she did in her life, she discussed with her parents, got it accepted, then she did it. And 9th class onwards, she started earning herself and paying her expenditures. The parents could not afford it. And she wanted to go to Gadchiroli, which is a Naxalite area, all alone, young girl of 18, 19 years. She said, no, I have to go because I wanted to learn from them, see them, how are they living, all alone. Now parents, how will the middle class parents permit her? She talked to them for 3 months. Convinced them, then she went. She got SBA Foundation Fellowship in Assam in a village. She was 18 months. She talked to her parents and did it, and she went. Even the parents were taken there. Now, this girl achieved whatever she is doing. She went with consensus and communication. You can do it. What you need to do is take everybody along with you. Don't break them and go away. Then you will earn peace for yourself, you will earn peace for people around. And success follows. But you give peace and respect to everybody. I'm not very sure I've asked your question, but this is what I expect from you. Is that okay?
My question is to Shanmukrao sir. What challenges you face during the course of work and what suggestions would you give when we are down in life?
Is this the last question for today? No, no. Okay, then fine. See, as already covered by other speakers, being an employer also a challenging, and being an employee also challenging. Life is all about challenging only. So don't tag it as a challenging. So life is all about challenging, but how you are enjoying to complete that particular task, that is more important. How you are adopting that particular task and how you are doing analysis of that particular task, how you are planning to execute that particular task. End of the day, once you complete that task, definitely you will feel that enjoyment. So don't take it as a challenge, because every day we know when we receive an email, so dak start hota hai. So we know every email or any meeting, everything is what we are speaking, how we are behaving, all these matters. So everything is challenge, but don't take it as a granted. Be focused and enjoy your work. That is what I can suggest on the day-to-day activities, because we are into operations. When we are dealing with health insurance especially, one of the major area which we are, every case is challenging only, because other days HR will, they will not call HR until unless if they are on bed or if they are on in hospital, then only they will call HR to support them to get the cashless benefit or to get enroll them in the hospital and all. So of course it is challenging, because during COVID time we are sleepless. Used to receive the calls from different parts of the country, different areas, different hospital. So we take it as a responsibility that yes, they are in trouble, yes, we have to support them. So we enjoyed, we never denied that particular challenge. We enjoyed and we supported. And what is next question? Is it sufficient? Okay, thank you very much.
Very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Varlakshmi. My question to Rani ma'am. Ma'am, firstly, I admire you, the way you articulated your story. My question is, just share us few tips on how to improve networking.
Okay, good question. So when we, I had this as one of the biggest challenge being a woman. As you can see in 2006, 2000 time, right, hardly when I go to a conference like this, I can hardly see, I can count on fingers, like the ladies in the room, especially in a business conference, though, you don't even ask, like, the networking is the biggest challenge. But of late, after 2010, now the most important, how we started building, nowadays network is not a big deal because of the social media. LinkedIn is one of the best networking. And the most important learning what I had is ask for help. Ask till, we are so hesitant to ask if, will somebody, what's there, if at all, if they just ignore, it's a matter of one sentence, they'll just ignore. It's okay. Can you help me, hire this kind of people, or can you introduce me to an investor, or do you think somebody in the country Kenya, nothing wrong. And so when I opened up and asked, then I always got help. That's the best thing I've realized later on. So be in social media actively, especially LinkedIn for professional communications, and try to attend. Now I attend a lot of, like, because we do business in Africa, most of African countries and Asian countries. I attend a lot of conferences. I had to shell off all that, feeling of traveling. People used to tell me in 2009, I traveled first to Ghana. They told me, we saw a first woman tech CEO coming to Africa for business. So, and I was very, one of the very few people who traveled. We just have to, open up and say, nothing is going to stop us. It is only it's all our strength. Like I'm only one ambition that na product ni nenu sell cheyalante. And the way how I used to go to the people morning when I land from 9 o'clock to evening 5 o'clock, I used to carry my compact huge laptop. But was weighing around 3.5 to 4 kgs. నేను ఆఫీస్ టు ఆఫీస్ వెళ్ళి నేను డెమోన్స్ ఇచ్చేదాన్ని కంటిన్యూస్లీ. Hours together, I used to give demos of the product. And that's how people remember. And another tip I follow is like, wherever I go, I try to make a USP, usually, meeku baga telusu untundi, being MBA graduates, ante em chepta meeku gurtu ravali nenu. Like, what is that one thing? So I always make sure that insurance, woman entrepreneur, as my key terms. So many people, insurance anagane I remembered you, Rani, so maybe, this contact may help you. So that's how you create your own unique identity, so that, the networking and the people would improve as days goes by. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, hello. This is a question from faculty side. Question to Brigadier Ganeshan Garu. I'm fortunate to listen to you the second time. 10 years back, you were in the auditorium. I remember for the weeding machine, you went to IITs. They also couldn't come out with the machine. So my question and also the answer to this, one of the shown the one instrument spraying the pesticide, right? And you have to spray en masse to kill the weed. So probably it endangers, it results in little bit of wastage and also some other financial and other issues. So to solve this problem, one of the US-based professor, he quoted one company, professor is Vardarajan from Texas A&M or something. There is a term called fusion strategy, using real-time data, using AI and ML, that using drones for spraying pesticide, they can find out real-time, localized where the weed is there, and then can spray to the point. Probably it is there used in cancer treatments and other issues also. So adding to that, I thought let me share with the example with the audience and you. Thank you so much for hearing all the great speakers. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. కలుపు చూడడానికి drone కావాలా, కళ్ళు లేవా? I can see it now. Why you want a drone, apply it and then see it and then see the picture is in front of me. రైతుకు ఎకరన్నా 2 ఎకరాలు ఉంటే కెన్ యూ అఫోర్డ్ ఏదో కనిపిస్తున్న కలుపు కోసం అట్లా చూస్తాడా? And 85% people in this country have less than 3 acres, my dear friends. See the reality. What is this? ముక్కును పట్టుకొని ఇట్లా పట్టుకుంటామా? Technology is respected, but it should be appropriate to the beneficiary. Don't thrust it just like that because you have a technology. Please, there are people. There are people, there are fathers, brothers, sisters, there are people. Let's think that technology should be given where it's required. Where it's not required, I think this discretion is with us, totally. See, large acreage held by small people. And if we're making for rich top 15% people, I have no objection. They sit at home, they don't get into the mud. Formal farmers are different from actual farmers. You are making technology for formal farmers, 100 ఎకరాలు ఉన్నాయి, ఎవరితో పని చేయించుకుంటారు, వాళ్ళతో చేయించుకోండి. But don't suggest for every farmer, because distinct చేయండి. 85% should need some different treatment, who are less than 1 hectare, and others need different treatment. All the technologies developed in this country, in this world for agriculture, is only for top 15%, not top 15% rich people. That's all. Tell me one equipment made for the guy who has 1 acre. Show me one. Whatever they made is also killing them. We forget them because where we have money, we'll make technology because we get money back. No, that's not the way. Just think about it. The sensitivity to the people and their problems is more important than technology. Because drone you have, you will do this. That may not really help, but well, those who can afford, they can make. You know what they do, my dear friend? They say individuals cannot afford, small people, therefore you must have a contract farming or a corporate farming. That's what's going to come in this country. We waste copying Westerns, and where this 85% people go? They have no skills. Slowly we have managed to maneuver our corporate policy, our politician policy to say that small farming is unviable. We have proved it in the last 15, 20 years. And then you say, what is the answer? Corporate farming. And young children who do not know the past and the reality, they'll say, yes, our country is heading for that. I'm going to fade away, you're going to live. Decide.
Good afternoon, everybody. So my name is Anjani, and my question is to Srinivas sir. As an aspiring student, what competencies do you think are essential for us to be successful?
What combinations?
What competencies are required?
Competencies. Perseverance is one thing which is not taught in the colleges. So if you try something and if you fail, people usually what happens is they just quit. But rather if you believe in something and if your heart says so, stick to it. It needs a lot of patience to do that. So patience repetitively, if it is done, is called perseverance. So perseverance is one thing that any entrepreneur, look at any story, it looks like it's an overnight success. So what Rani ma'am is speaking is for what she has done for the last 30 years. It has come to you in less than 15 minutes. So it looks like it is quite successful. But she mentioned, right, she has more failures than success. So that perseverance is one thing that everybody should have, whether it is job, entrepreneurship, building something, anywhere. That is one thing for sure.
Good morning, sir. I would like to ask Sanmukh, sir. I am really inspired by your speech. So I would like to ask, what prediction do you have for the future of HR? Like AI is taking place. So in 5 to 10 years, can you please tell us what is the future of HR, as I will be taking HR. So that is the question.
Yeah, thank you very much. So before that, I will address one query related to network. Okay, so just adding to you. So how many of you are using LinkedIn? Oh, very good. So I will reveal one secret of Srinivas and Rani and myself also. So after this session, write feedback about this event or this session. That is how network begins for you. No need to wait for tomorrow or after this MBA. So after this session, write the feedback for this session. And the secret is that same ID, same name we have in our LinkedIn ID. So you can easily find our LinkedIn IDs. So start writing feedback. So automatically network begins here itself. Don't wait till your MBA ends. Okay, that is the power of network. And now everything is in your hand. You have a phone, internet, all apps, everything. So write feedback of this session. Of course, it will be useful for your colleagues and management as well as for us also. And coming to the HR, as I said, human touch. So no technology can beat your brain. That is for sure. And for HR, that analytical skills rather than technology, that analytical skills are most important, because you are going to deal with different perception people. When it comes to artificial intelligence, so where it is clearly defined, okay, so based on this result going to be arrived. So as I mentioned, artificial intelligence going to be help you out for the resume screening or profile screening and how many profiles are going to be suitable for this particular role. So all these, we can say for an example, it's very difficult for you to do the screening for the 100 of profiles. So artificial intelligence going to be help you out to find out the correct profiles which are, so first level screening is going to be happen first level, second level. But when it comes to the decision making, being a HR, you have to make the decision to find out the right candidate. So where artificial intelligence not going to be help you out to find out the right person at right time at right place. So don't worry. So technology, be accept the changes in the technology, because technology going to help us to work efficiently as well as effectively. So based on these reports, you make a decision which is right for your organization. So that is what the suggestion I have. So don't worry. You use the technology to have the better results for your organization as well as for yourself. Of course, we are using HRIS tools, okay, human resource information system. So in order to deliver more, for an example, we have to generate the payroll for the 10,000 people. So we cannot run on simple Excel sheet. So definitely we have to use the HRIS tool. So definitely we accept that new trends or technology to make ourselves most effective and efficient. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
I'm feeling so fortunate to be in this session, sir. My name is Krishna Mohan. I'm a faculty member here. I have a couple of doubts. I don't know why so many girls prefer HR as a function, their first elective. This doubt has to be clarified. And number two, when HR is playing such a significant role in the organization, why the entry-level packages are not as attractive as the packages they offer for the other functions? So these two doubts are haunting me like anything. I have no answer or a clue to answer my students.
Still the mic is working, yeah? Okay. Thank God I don't have to see the girls' faces now, because I'm going to criticize them now. So, why does, okay, can we proceed? Okay. So why do girls prefer HR? Not only in studying, MBA, even in technology, I had this question. Why do girls prefer testing? Why do girls prefer the easy jobs? So, and it's trust me, when I started, being in the coding, people never used to believe that girls can code. This was in the early 2000 year. No, coding is only meant for boys. So girls, this is a calling for you. Okay, I'm so, నాకు చాలా ఇష్టం గర్ల్స్ కాలేజ్ ఎవరైనా పిలిస్తే వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళని. I actually volunteered, I trained nearly around 20+ girls in coding. వాళ్ళకి కోడింగ్ అంటే they were like, shit scared అన్నమాట. కోడింగ్ అంటే టచ్ చేయకూడదు. అలాంటి గర్ల్స్ ని I spent time 2 years ago. I trained 20+ girls. All of them have settled in MNC jobs now. They're happily working. It's only a myth. It's only a myth that because it's a job that which we cannot continue further. And okay, let me ఆడపిల్లలకి ఎలా నేర్పిస్తారంటే చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి వేణీళ్ళకి చన్నీళ్ళు జాబ్ అన్నమాట. మీ హస్బెండ్ ఏం చేస్తాడు, నువ్వు దానికి కొంచెం అడిషన్ గా చేయాలి. అవసరమా అది మనకలా? ఇండివిజువల్ గా ఉండాలి కదా. సో ఎనీ జాబ్ ఎంత ఛాలెంజింగ్ ఉన్నా, గర్ల్స్ హ్యావ్ దట్ ఎనర్జీ అండ్ దట్ పవర్. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And it's my self-experience. I've seen the best coders in girls, even compared to many boys. I'm not saying boys are not good. Girls are far superior. Because HR, why girls choose? Of course, it's our core skill. Human touch. Right? Human touch. Who can be more compassionate than a woman? So, human touch in the sense like you can listen to you are more empathetic. We are so empathetic to people. Like you just go and once in Intel, when I was working, my manager, I said, Rajiv, this is the first time I moved Hyderabad to Bangalore, I joined. And to my manager, I was talking. So this is my first time that I was away from home, from my husband, on our wedding anniversary. And then my boss says that, oh, is it so? Okay, fine. Which wedding? Okay. He didn't ask anything. Is it so? Okay. I missed like that many wedding anniversaries. It was so casual. But being compassionate and being empathetic is one the girl's quality, and having patience. Nobody can beat the patience of a woman. Yes or no? అందుకే ధరిత్రి అన్నారు, భూమికి మించిన పేషెన్స్ ఎవరికి ఉంది. సో అండర్స్టాండ్, వై am I saying is identify your strengths, understand your and accept your strengths, and with all that you can go to HR profession, good, but don't get settled down there. అందరు బాయ్స్ మంచి నాయిస్ చేస్తున్నారు because they're not liking it. ఓకే, అయినా వాళ్ళంతా గుసగుసలు చెప్పుకుంటున్నారు, అబ్బా చాలే చెప్పింది గర్ల్స్ గురించి అని. సో ఏం పర్వాలేదు, మీరు ఎంత చెప్పినా మీ సిస్టర్స్కి వెళ్ళి చెప్పండి, నువ్వు యు ఆర్ మోర్ స్ట్రాంగర్ దాన్ మీ అని. అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక్కసారైనా చెప్పండి అమ్మా. ఓకే, సో but why is it that the initial pay scale is less? Okay, even though the qualities, the eligibility criteria girls ki better undi, it is because the demand supply. Low demand, high supply. MBA చదివిన గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ అందరూ, డిగ్రీ చదివిన వాళ్ళందరూ, ఎవ్రీబడి వాంట్స్ టు బి హెచ్ఆర్ ప్రొఫెషన్. ఒక ఆర్గనైజేషన్ లో ఎంతమంది హెచ్ఆర్ కావాలి? ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఆర్ 1000 ఎంప్లాయీ కంపెనీ, హౌ మెనీ హెచ్ఆర్ పీపుల్ యూ నీడ్? Hardly, maximum of a 5 people or 6 people team is enough. So the one which you are choosing itself is a very small area, and the number of jobs are very less. So obviously there are, for those 6 jobs you get 600 applications because the supply is more. So choose the jobs which are more challenging, girls, and get on to sales, get on to the marketing, get on to the negotiations. You do have all those skills. When I could do from a Lakshmipuram, you all can do it. Do it. Okay, thank you.
And with the last question, I request we end the Q&A sessions. I request Dr. Ravnath sir to facilitate our speakers with a memento. Mr. P. Ganeshan. I request Ravnath sir to facilitate our speaker, Shri Rani Parchuri ma'am. I request Dr. Padmaja ma'am to felicitate our speaker, Mr. Srinivas Madhavan. I request Sanjeev sir to felicitate our speaker, Mr. Shanmukha Rao. request Janvi to give vote of thanks.
I take it as the most opportune moment to express profound gratitude to the august assemblage of guests who shared their valued suggestions. I thank the dignitaries who, despite their pre-engagements, made it to the conclave. Their overwhelming participation speaks volume and about the zeal and enthusiasm to learn and share. On behalf of the entire teaching faculty and the students of VJIM, I would like to express my deep gratitude to our distinguished guests for being here on this special occasion. Your suggestions, insights, advice, and valued opinions have certainly broadened the horizons of the students. I also wish to acknowledge and thank the faculty members, students, and other staff members, as well as the devoted endeavors of the organizing team. My thanks to the administration, transport, technical, and hospitality team. My special thanks to our seniors for guiding us throughout the process. This conclave wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been your commitment. Once again, I would like to thank the respected Assembly of Speakers for being a significant part of the conclave and for forging a long association with our institution. Thank you all.
I request students